Hi everyone, myself Sriyasha Vishnuvardhan. I am from third year PCE studying in Vishnu Institute of Technology. Now I am going to explain about how our team managed to create a application for our final project submission. Let's start the video with the primary interface of web page. Our, our web page starts with the login page. Now I will show the code that I have written for the login application. Okay, now I will explain how I created the login page with HTML. The login page is showing a heading login. The login is coming from the h1 tag, and the form created with the inputs email and password through this form tag, and we have given the inputs as email and password for login. These two. The label is for mentioning the name for the form. That means if it is mail, it will show the email as the label and its password. I am given password as the label, and I have given a paragraph here. If we don't have an account for login, then we have to sign up. Click on the create one. It will automatically redirect to the sign up page. This is our sign up page interface. It is also similar to the login page. The full name, email, and password are given in the form tag with the input tags, and given full name as a label, email and password as the labels, and created a submit tab button with create account name. And similar to the create account, if we already have an account, we can easily go through login by clicking on login here. For this, we have included the anchor tag for the login here. This is the CSS I have written for this, both login and sign up page with similar kind of templates. Um, so the sign up and login are, so we can see that the sign up and the login page both have the same theme with same fonts also and same background video also. It is showing the same thing because we have included the same CSS for the login and sign up page. Now I will show how our dashboard is created. This is the easiest file I have created for the our dashboard of the web application. Okay, now let's go to our dashboard. I have already created the sample email, so I am logging in with it. This is the dashboard of our web application. I will show the code also. These lines of code are written for the header of the web page with three type of input, no, with three type of selectors, like dashboard, watchlist, and logout. I will show them. This is the header which has for which we have written the code with three inputs: home, watchlist, and logout. And these lines are for the search box, which is in here in our dashboard. The input is the type of text which takes the text, and we are using this text box for searching, so I have created a button for search, and this is the button. This is our dashboard. Now I am going to explain how our app is going to work. After going to our dashboard, if we want to search any if we want to know about any anime, we have to search its name, the search box. So suppose I am going with Naruto. After clicking on search, it all automatically generating all the anime movies or anime series which are having the name Naruto. If we want to know any about any of these movies, then after immediately clicking in, the information about the selected movie will be automatically generated below. Now I will show how this is generating. That information after clicking generated because of this code. Uh, this is the JavaScript code that I have written for taking that I have written as a backend, which takes the input from the frontend. Here it takes the input from the front from the search box. After immediately clicking on search button, it will take the input which we have given in the search box and automatically replaces with this syntax and fetch it into our API key and get to search into our already included API. I have used the jacking API for this project. This is the URL which will be goes to the our jacking API and gets searched into the web browser and gets the details from the API and gets stored into data in the form of object. So further we can access the details in the form of objects. After searching, it will check the name which we have entered in the search box with the database, and if it does not matches, then it automatically sends the message with no anime found. If it founds, then it automatically fetches the details of the anime and gets stored to the details lib, and the image will be stored to the image. And this function is written for the uh, showing the inputs. Wait, so the code is written for showing the input of this code. Here I have included episodes, type, status, rating, synopsis, and yes, button for adding it to our wish list. I will show the wish list later. Sorry, watch list later. And I'm explaining it. This is for fetching the data and displaying into our front end, and this is for taking the input from our search box and searching into the database of the Jack API. The not database, the information given by Jack API. There is another feature that I have included in our web application with the watch list. So directly click on add to watch list button and it will be automatically added to our watch list. Now I will show the watch list. This is the button we have to click for going to the watch list web page. This is the watch list interface I have created. This is the EJS file which I have used for writing the HTML and HTML for our watch list. Here I have included the same header um, as our dashboard and also created a code like structure for detail for showing the anime we have added to the watch list. That means for this, and even if we want to remove the added anime to the watch list from the watch list, we can simply click on remove. It automatically removed from the watch list. And the remove for the remove button we have written this. And I also included the logout button here it will automatically takes remove logs the dashboard and get back to the login page. Here for login and sign up, I have used the post method, and now I will show our main JavaScript code that I have written. This is our main JavaScript code, which is the main backend for our web application. These are the packages I have installed for our web page. These two are for the usage of Expressjs, and this is for password hashing, and these two are for fetching the data from the URLs, and this is for the usage of the database from the Firestore, and I have given the port number as 3000 so we can access to our local host. This is the basic code we have to written for the usage of our Firestore database, and this is the middleware for the initialization of the our JS file, and I have here the basic code. Mm, Immediately after clicking on login, it will redirects to the dashboard which we have created for our application. This is the login route, which automatically redirects to the login page after clicking on login, and this is for the sign up. And this is the code for checking the duplication of the uh, already created email IDs. After we have entered the email ID, username and password in our sign up page, it checks whether the details we have entered in the form already exist in our database. If the details we have entered is already existed, then it says user already exists, and try with some other details. If if we created a new inputs which does not exist in our database, then it automatically spin-ups and does not shows any error. This is also the similar. This is this is for checking whether the um, input that we have given is already exists in our database, and check if exists, and it automatically allows us to log in. And this here we use this because uh, different users will enter the passwords. Um, this line makes the password does not appear in our database. I will show this. If we check in our database, I have created a email ID with example at gmail.com, which I previously logged in, and username as example. Here the password is not appearing because of that line of code I have shown. This is what we call the password hashing. Means the password will be represented by different symbols and code. And this is how our database works. I will show another thing that our database stores. This. If we added something to our watch list, here I added Naruto to our watch list. So if we see our database, the user example is store something in the watch list, and the watch list is showing something with the number 20, which means the API is giving the name of the anime which we have stored in the form of a code with number 20. So I have created the database with two type of inputs in our in for each user. One for the email ID passwords and their details, Another one is the watch list, which stores the details of the anime that they stored in the watch list. Let's start with sign up phase. I am creating a username with name Vishnu and email ID Vishnu123 at the rate gmail.com and password Vishnu at the rate 0599. I will also show the user ID or email duplication problem rectification that we have written for the code. I am again entering the same details that I have entered. This password and it is showing that the email already exists. That means there is no problem of creating a another email ID which is already exists on the database. Even if we log in, okay, if we see in our database, the details which we have entered is automatically redirected to the our database with the email vishnu123 at gmail.com and the username Vishnu, and the password is replaced with some other code, uh, like kind of symbols, which is what we call password hashing. And now I'm going to search under anime that note. It automatically shows the details of the movies that you have entered. After clicking, the information is given below. If I click another one, it will change to that and give details. If we want them to add to the watch list, then we simply click on add to watch list. It automatically stores to in our watch list and appears here. Since I have added this anime to our watch list, this is also stored in our database in the database of the username which I have entered. So if we see, we have added the watch list of that anime to this watch list in the user of Vishnu. If we see the watch list, it is showing that one anime is added with some kind of name that have given to the anime. If we add another, now two animes are added to our watch list. We can see two are added to our watch list. By clicking on logout, we can simply log out and get redirects to the login. And this is how my web application works. The main theme of our web application is to make the searching of the anime and the details and the source where to watch and tracking it whether we have watch list or going to watch in future. If we want to watch them in future, we can add them to watch list and check whether we have watched it or not. And if we have watched, we can also remove that from our watch list. I also included all the kind of instructions that have given to me for creating web pages like email duplication, password hashing, and a nice user interface, login, sign up pages, and their dashboard. So I think I have created the good web application, and thanks for giving this golden opportunity. Have a nice day.